Well, here I am again. This time, I don't have the towel on my head because I have done the shower now. I've kind of got my hair in curlers because I have a medical appointment I have to go to, and I want to kind of look halfway normal. So to continue the video that I had done earlier on being very careful on how you talk about yourself, the words that you use to describe yourself, whether you say them now, whether you said them last week, or whether you said them 40, 50 years ago. And I had said I'd already described in the other video on how I hated myself because of I was always being told I was fat, I was ugly, I was poor, blah, 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 blah. So moving forward to another week, just as an update, because of all of the rubbing and the itching and the scratching and everything, my entire face became infected. So I did have a, slight reason for it. However, there's reasons for everything. Well, number one, why is it here? It used to be on my whole body, but now it's stopped here. And this morning, as I was sitting and talking to a friend of mine about some things, I looked out into our backyard and we have a big willow. I'm going to see if I can try and again look at my kitchen. So ignore all the mess. I'm going to see the willow right where are we here? Oops, there. Oop, there's the finger. So anyways, as I was looking out there, male and female cardinal landed in the tree. Haven't seen them around for months. And it was just like, wow, isn't that interesting? And they just sat there for a little while. And I mentioned to my friend, I said, that's really strange. I said, because they never land in that tree. They never go in. It's actually a bush. It's a variegated willow. Anyways, and then she had to go, and as soon as I said, what is the message that I'm needing here, they took off. So I looked it up. And cardinals are not just about knowing, that it's a symbol that a loved one is near, someone who has passed. It's also to let us know about relationships and love. And it's not always about a relationship in love with another person. It's about relationships and love about yourself as well. And I'm really starting in the past couple of weeks, really starting to narrow in on this. And yeah, the blue hair medium is finally starting to get something. Ta-da! Anyways, this message isn't just for me, and it's for some other people out there as well. I am struggling with going out in public the way that my face is because it is continually peeling. The way that I described it to my friend, I said, feel like a dead fish on the beach in the sun, and the scales are just drying and flaking off, because that's what it's been like. However, the cardinal also represents insecurities. So here I go. So there was the word, insecurities. All my life, I've had these insecurities that I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not whatever enough. And, it's taken all of this to show to me that I am enough. I am worth it. If you don't feel that I am, not my problem. And regardless on how this looks, it doesn't define who I am. And the insecurity was, I'll never be enough. I'll never be good enough. Nobody will ever, it was all of those little childhood things that just kept falling forward, and they're no longer valid. That person, that child is gone. I healed that in the past couple of weeks, and that's what has led me to do these videos. It is, it is a struggle. I really try to avoid using that word, but in this case, it is a struggle because you're struggling with your human self. You're struggling with being on this earthly plane. Once again, it's another symbolism of the cardinal. It's about birds in particular, because they show us that we can fly high, but we have to stay grounded as well. Really begin to take notice of the birds around you and the type of birds that are around you when you're going through whatever it is that you're going through. Allow these birds to help you. Allow their symbolism to help you. And it will be amazing on how that can just flip things. When I saw those cardinals and I looked up the symbolism rails insecurity, boom, there it is. So little bits and pieces, just like the skin peeling off, little layers, bits and pieces at a time. But it is going to heal. It is healing. And I know I had to go, and get antibiotics because I ended up getting an infection, but it's healing. So fingers crossed, next video I do, you're going to see me for the first time in a long time with my own natural real skin. Ha! And it's Hungarian too. Whoa. Have a good day. I love you all. Like and share this, please. I'm not doing this to spout for sympathy or anything. I'm doing this because everyone needs to know it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to let other people know that you're not okay, but you're working through it. As long as you're working through it, because you just never know where support's going to come from. Mwah. Love you all.